Does an increase in GDP lead to an increase in economic welfare? That's the question we are looking at today. Economic welfare to a great extent depends on income. If GDP rises, it means income of the country is rising through expansion in production of goods and services on year-to-year basis. So GDP increase is likely to increase the economic well-being, economic welfare. But the equation is not that simple. There are many other aspects that we have to look into. GDP का बढ़ना वेलफेयर बढ़ाएगा ऐसा हम नहीं कह सकते। हालांकि इनकम काफ़ी मायने रखता है, जो सेंस ऑफ वेल-बीइंग है उसमें इनकम एक इम्पॉर्टेंट क्राइटेरिया है, लेकिन हमें दूसरे चीज़ों में भी ध्यान देना है। नंबर 1, हाउ इज़ द जीडीपी मेजर्ड? अगर ये नॉमिनल मेजरमेंट है तो गारंटी के साथ हम नहीं कह सकते कि जीडीपी का बढ़ोतरी वेलफेयर बढ़ाएगा। नॉमिनल जीडीपी मीन्स जीडीपी is measured at the current prices, the prices prevailing in the current year. So maybe the GDP has increased due to increase in the prices and not due to an increase in production. Both can happen in nominal GDP. It's not that only due to rise in prices. Partially it can be due to increase in production. If the GDP is rising due to the rise in the prices, it may not guarantee enhancement of public welfare. If it is measured in real GDP where prices are kept constant and we look at the increase in production of goods and services, then yes, we can say that the GDP increase is likely to increase economic welfare. Second point, we have to see how is the GDP distributed, how is the income that arises in the economy on year-to-year basis is distributed. Is it going to few pockets or is it distributed more or less equally among the population? If it is distributed equally, then the gap between the rich and the poor is likely to be minimum. But if the gap is widening along with the increase in GDP, then we cannot say that the greater good is happening in the economy, because the number of poor people, number of people who are suffering in the economy is likely to rise despite the fact that GDP in the country is rising. उस तरह की GDP की बढ़ोतरी क्या काम अगर देश में गरीबों की संख्या बढ़ने लगे और ये जो देश की तरक्की है वो लोगों को फ़ायदा ना पहुंचा रही हो। तो ये हमें देखना पड़ेगा कि नेशनल इनकम का डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन किस तरह से हो रहा है। देन वेलफेयर जो हम बोल रहे हैं, काफ़ी सारे इस तरह के इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटीज़ है जो नॉन मॉनेटरी ट्रांजैक्शंस है, मतलब पैसा का प्रयोग नहीं हुआ है और नेशनल इनकम उसको एड्रेस नहीं करेगी, उसको लेगी नहीं अपने कैलकुलेशन में नॉन मॉनेटरी ट्रांजैक्शंस को। किचन गार्डनिंग हुआ, हाउसवाइफ का जो काम है, या घर में जो मैं अपने बच्चे को पढ़ा रहा हूँ, तो ये मायने रखता है। सेंस ऑफ वेल-बीइंग जो है ये एक्टिविटीज़ भी काफ़ी मायने रखती है, लेकिन नेशनल इनकम उनको कैलकुलेट नहीं करेगा, काफ़ी सारे छूट जाते हैं। सो वी कैनॉट से दैट द नेशनल इनकम ट्रूली रिफ्लेक्ट्स द सेंस ऑफ वेल-बीइंग इन द society, because many non-monetary transactions are left out from the calculation of national income. Then what about the externalities? नया प्रोजेक्ट बना, उससे इनकम ओरिजिनेट हुआ 20 लाख, 30 लाख, 40 लाख, वो तो मेजर कर लेगा नेशनल इनकम कि इस नए प्रोजेक्ट के लिए इस साल में इतना प्रोडक्शन हुआ जिसका मानी वैल्यू, मार्केट वैल्यू इतना है, 40 लाख है। शायद उस प्रोजेक्ट्स के कारण जो अंडर डेवलप एरिया था, रोड्स काफ़ी अच्छा हो गया, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी फैसिलिटीज़ काफ़ी अच्छे हो गए, तो सेंस ऑफ वेलबींग जो है वो काफ़ी बढ़ेगा। व्हाट अबाउट द एक्सटर्नलिटीज़? देयर आर मेनी पॉजिटिव एंड नेगेटिव चेंजेस of development projects. Now a development projects increases production and thereby increases income in the country. GDP will take into account that increase in income. But what about the positive and negative changes? For example, that area didn't have any sort of infrastructure facilities. Once that project goes, transportation facilities, banking facilities, power facility, etc. improve, and it raises the well-being of the people. Does GDP calculation take into account that sense of well-being which arises from that one single project? Answer is no. GDP calculation will take into account only the income that arises from that project. Negative aspect, that project pollutes the environment, water, air, noise, etc. And hence people suffer. If not all, many suffer. Does GDP calculation take into account those negative changes, negative externalities? No. That's why GDP does not reflect the true sense of well-being that is happening in the economy. Last one, about the population growth. GDP is rising, but are we looking at the growth of population also? Because population will determine the per capita income. National income divided by population is per capita income. On an average, how much income each individual earns during a year. That is per capita income. Now, if population is rising very rapidly in a country, that means per capita income may not rise to the extent of rise in the GDP, because population is rising more rapidly. Let's take this example. This is what I am saying. PCI, per capita income, is national income divided by population. So this is 100 and population of the country is 5. So per capita income is 20 rupees. Next year, the national income or GDP rises to 120. We'll say, okay, GDP has risen, so the economic welfare has increased. Let's say population has increased to 10. It won't rise that rapidly, it won't double, but just to make it easy for you. So what will be the per capita income now? So it's 12. Now we can see, despite increase in national income from 100 to 120, the per capita income has come down from 20 to 12 once we make adjustment for population growth. So it's very important to look at the growth of population also. Just looking at the GDP growth, we can't comment whether economic welfare has increased or not. So these are certain aspects that we have to consider before passing our judgment whether GDP growth has increased economic welfare in the society or not. Thank you.